All right, welcome back, everybody. You are watching the Now Morning Show right here on TTT, your favorite morning show, my favorite morning show. And we do hope your morning is off to a great start so far. And if it is not, I hope that I could do just a little something to put a smile on at least one of your faces. And if I'm able to do that, well, then my day has been complete. But we have so much to speak about. And last Friday, we started the conversation surrounding consent. This came based on a video circulating on Facebook, which exposed the body of a woman who appeared to be sleeping. Today, we want to continue with this topic and deal with gender equality and what laws have been implemented to address matters of this nature. Joining us today is supervisor, analyst, and examiner with the Cyber Social Media Unit of the TTPS, Corporal of Police Marvin Walker. Good morning and welcome.
Hi, good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm doing quite well. Thank you for joining us this morning.
And good morning to the viewership and listenership.
Now, first off, let's speak about the CSMU a little. What is the role and function of the CSMU in this incarnation?
Right. Well, the CSMU, as discussed with my supervisor, Sergeant Hernandez, is the Cyber and Social Media Unit of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service. And under our remit, we conduct digital forensic examinations, social media investigations, as well as other aspects where it concerns digital evidence, and to provide that assistance to investigators within the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service.
Now, we recently saw a video being shared around social media that went quite viral, actually. That was a direct invasion into the privacy of the individual on the video, and that was done, of course, unbeknownst to her, and of course, well, by now she would know, as it had spread around on social media like wildfire. Now, aside from the invasion of privacy, this may touch on other laws. Can you explain to us the ramifications of such an act perpetrated by someone who has done this in such a way?
Well, Sergeant Hernandez only last time clearly quoted quite a few other laws, inclusive the Summary Offences Act, the Offences Against the Person Act, which it may amount to harassment and stuff like that. But in relation surrounding these issues, you could look at a number of acts that may possible render some assistance in terms of dealing with matters such as these. So for example, even your own cinematography, I think Cinematography Act, where it relates to permission and so on with regards to filming and other areas. But it's a little sad to say that we may be lacking some teeth in certain regards where it comes to this particular sort of investigations, because the impending cyber crime bill may provide some coverage where that is concerned. But at current status, we have to look at this a number of laws to see if it would cover such inquiries. In particular, the Child Protection Act clearly protects a child under the age of 18 in this regard, but it well, is the Children's Act, so it doesn't really cover the aspect with where adults are concerned. That is where some problems may come in during the investigation or an investigation as that.
Now, the issue here is a matter of consent. Does the current law that is in place, as pertains to harassment and anything along those lines, does the current law provide for recourse by the victim toward getting some type of resolution or going further toward seeking some sort of justice in this regard?
Yes, well, the Offences Against the Person Act speaks about sentencing and stuff like that. But the thing about particular inquiries like these, it's always some. It may possibly be a sort of gray area where it might be a civil matter as opposed to a criminal matter.
Right.
And in relation to the criminal matter, there definitely is some recourse where the Offences Against the Person Act has some penalties and restrictions there.
Now let's speak about the impending cybercrime bill, you called it?
Yes, yes, yes.
No.
Well, I know it was up in the air for quite some time.
Right.
Not sure the exact position of it now within Parliament.
Now, what are some of the things in the cybercrime bill that will be covered that are not currently covered by the laws that exist at this time?
All right. Well, based on a quick peruse, it covers aspects with regards to where adults, in terms of the permission aspect with regards to without someone's consent, and let me say, for instance, someone posts any part thereof of a person's body. Yeah, it will cover as it relates to with if the person gave consent or not.
And this law, I understand, also covers things like revenge porn and things like that. Again, which are things that are usually posted without the consent or most times knowledge of the victim. What are the type of fines and punishments and penalties really that are stated in that bill?
Well, I may not want to comment on the bill hasn't even been passed, and I think.
What are the recommendations that are being made by the bill, though?
Well, some of the recommendations that the TTPS made in contributing, having that stakeholder aspect in the formation of the bill, was of course to raise the fines or penalties as it relates to these sort of offenses. Currently, like under the summary offenses or the Offences Against the Person Act, the penalties are quite a bit low in comparison to the amount of damage and hurt and loss of property that the person may face. It could never equate.
Yeah, I know what you mean. And well, with the impending bill, we do hope that some of these things would be addressed and that once it is passed, victims can seek greater recourse and really find the kind of justice they're looking for, because, this touches on so many areas of an individual's life, aside from the initial, in some cases, embarrassment that they're posed. Many may even experience maleffects to their careers and just their public existence. So we do hope that once this bill is passed, it will address many of these things. Before we go, what type of outreach services and resources are available to the public to learn more about this, the consent, the bills, and the laws that are currently in place?
Right. So the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, or the CSMU in particular, we have had several outreach programs where we provide lectures to schools, in particular, and other NGOs, in regards to the whole overall cyber awareness aspect. But I know that the Commissioner, in his wisdom, will have some sort of platform, or I would say put it as it's in making, in providing an online platform where persons could go on and get this sort of information. But in regards to the TTPS online app, the application, the mobile application, as well as online reporting and so on, anyone member of the public could call in, make reports, and look out for some of the awareness campaigns coming soon.
All right, that's a lot to look forward to. And with that, I want to thank you so much, Marvin Walker, Corporal of Police and Supervisor Analyst and Examiner of the Cyber Social Media Unit of the TTPS. Thank you again for joining us this morning and sharing this information. And we do look forward to chatting with you further as we continue to ventilate this topic of consent and, of course, other things within the litigation of Trinidad and Tobago. All right. So with that is all right. Have a good one. We're now going to take a short break and come back with much more. Stay with us.